so the only thing you got to do, let's get this. I'll leave this towel here. That way you got something. That lure's cool. Why don't you take these? Shocks are gonna get wet. You care?
No, not at all.
Okay.
They're already wet. I got crappy waders.
So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna have you knee paddle it for a second, okay? And you're gonna get your knees right here.
Right on the logo.
Yeah. And all I want you to do is get on it and roll it a little bit, because that way it'll get, your body immediately will go, oh, I get it. Now, you don't overthink it because it's really, really easy to stand on. When you go to stand up, your knees are right next to this handle, okay? The handle's the center point, so we carry it by. So when you go to stand up, you put it left hand or right hand, either one's fine. You put your hands down, get your feet right sort of where your knees were, get stable. So you can do anything at this point, and then stand up, you got your knees bent, and you're just looking at the horizon, okay? For a little while, then just paddle around. To turn the board, you can backstroke it, and then you'll just paddle normal on this side, and it'll spin it around. If I want to come back towards you, I'll backstroke it, okay? Label goes forward, so it's not a scoop, it's label forward.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're stroking, you're pulling with the lower hand, but really what you end up doing is pushing with this upper hand. It's like you're in a kayak or a canoe.
I used to stand up my two-person kayak.
Oh, well then you're all over it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, everybody's, and if you could stand in a kayak, this thing's, as soon as you roll on your knees, you're going to be going, oh, man, this thing's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Then anytime you're close to trying to get in, and you got your bro standing there, sort of go pull easy, yeah, boy. Don't worry about the boards and the rocks. They're super durable. Yeah.
Deal.
And then the okay, so you can just sort of pull it in and weasel your knees over there, and you're good.
Yeah. Part's gonna be.
I will give you the paddle, because you'll pull the board back in by the paddle if it gets away from us.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You got it.
Yep. And then just take your rod, and you can sort of, what I found is I just lay it on the rod holder rather than try to get it into it right now.
Yeah.
So just lay it right up through the center. Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. Good. Just drop over on your knees. I'll give you a little coaching from here and you're done. I'll go grab you a board. Good. So you're going to get up a little closer to the handle. Good. Good. Not too far forward, maybe just a hair back. Good. So give it a little roll. You're feeling it?
Yeah, it's not bad at
So
all.
what's going to happen is the reason it rolls is because we could actually, even that's a big board, we could still go ride it in a little surf.
Yeah.
So you want it to be able to turn. If we did a dead flat, super hard rails, then it wouldn't turn at all.
Yeah.
But you'll realize in just a second that it doesn't take much. Before you start fishing, just get your balance and then start cruising around.
Good.
I'd give it a go, Shannon. You're good. Just put the, yeah, you can just have it in your hand. Good, good. Or just leave it like that. About shoulder width or better with your feet. Get them. You want your weight the whole time sort of on the balls of your feet, knees bent. Look at the horizon. Bend your knees a little bit. Good. Get the top hand over the top of the paddle so you're holding onto the tee. Perfect. Yeah, a little further out, a little ducked. It doesn't hurt. A little duck-toed. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, and every time you make an adjustment, it's just a tiny little adjustment with your feet. You don't take a big giant step. So we'll just cruise around and have fun. I'll meet you out there. Unbelievable. It's just a sport that has opened a door for fishing to being able to spot fish the fish, being able to get to where you want to get. You control, you can fly fish, you can just kick it and fish. And the other thing is it's noontime and you want a little workout, drop the rods off and go for a full paddle and train it out. Rather than sitting in a boat, one of the keys is back when I used to fish a bunch in lakes, I'd get in an aluminum boat and I'd be sitting for 4 hours. I get out, my lower back was bugging me so much. you take a look at some of these positions that all these guys have gotten into, their knees are bent, their lower back's nice and straight. It's just a natural position. I'm sure God made us to stand up, not sit down. I can tell you how much better I feel when I get off a board like this. Let's go fish.